Mazda is proud to have been named the best SUV brand by U.S. News and World Report. Right now, get 0% for 60 months on both the Mazda CX-30 and the Mazda CX-50. Experience the Mazda difference and save thousands at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.
Oh. Hello, surprise, we're
yawning.
here. Yeah, I caught you mid-yawn.
I was over here, I was like, oh.
That's
Sorry.
how Monday's going. Happy to you. We're getting started here. Caught mid-yawn, but that just means we're all waking up together, right?
Yeah. Steve's not awake yet. Look at him.
Are any of us?
Look at him over there.
Yeah.
It's Monday. The yawn is contagious. Nobody else wants to.
I'm telling you. Oh, trust me, it's coming. Just wait. Two more minutes.
Contagious among the old guys.
Oh. Young and alive. Come on, we got a show to do.
Young and alive.
Yeah.
So we're old and dead, I guess.
Young and alive.
You do it, yeah.
Good for you. And alive.
You too can be young and
You know
alive.
what? Put me to rest. How are we doing? Good gracious.
Old and dead. I don't
It's
know.
rough. Hang in there, Steve.
This cold weather's not helping my joints,
Oh,
my
no.
back. Let me tell you.
Drink my
Yeah.
coffee.
Feeling it out there right now. It is a cold start on this Monday morning. Check out our low temperatures. We got down to 26 in Macomb. New Roads 29. Right at freezing in Baton Rouge for a low. The same in Gonzales. And in fact, current temperatures right now pretty similar to those lows I just showed you. Baton Rouge kind of been hanging tight right at 32 over the last few hours. There's a live look from our Sky 9 camera. While it is a cold start, at least we have bright sunshine. So as the sun comes up, things will start to gradually warm up as we see that kind of kick in. And there you see it. Temperatures in the upper 50s by noon. We'll go 63 for a high, so a little bit warmer than we were yesterday. Yesterday's high was 59, but 63 is still about 5 degrees below normal for the date. We are dry. We're going to be dry the next several days. Rain slowly beginning to exit Florida, where rain over the weekend actually delayed the Daytona 500. That's a race going to happen later today. Not part of the world. High pressure dominating, keeping us pretty quiet the next several days. Next storm system impacting the West Coast with some heavy rain out that way. Eventually, a little piece of that energy is going to break eastward and send a cold front our way late Thursday. But right now, that front doesn't look like it's going to do a whole lot for our weather locally. What we're tracking, hard to see on the satellite, but there's a bit of a ridge of high pressure from the eastern Pacific across Mexico. That's going to build in through midweek, and that'll help to warm us up. Here's a look at the upper air pattern on the European. So again, watch this high pressure dome kind of building eastward. And even though the center on Wednesday is going to be down over Mexico, it builds northward along the Gulf Coast, and with that, when you get high pressure overhead, warm and dry is the key takeaway. So that's what we're going to see through midweek. Now, late this week, we get a bit of a trough over the eastern half of the country, troughs associated with cooler weather. However, the main brunt of that is going to stay well north of us. We'll see a very slight cool down behind Thursday's front, primarily with our morning lows. That's about it. So right now is our coldest weather of the week. We're going to gradually warm up. 63 for a high today. Tomorrow morning still chilly, 40, but not as cold as this morning, but up to 73 tomorrow. That will mark the beginning of a run of days in the 70s. In fact, wouldn't be surprised some spots get up around 80 Wednesday and Thursday. We'll keep it dry through the weekend, and there you see it even warmer. Early next week, I do have low 80s on the board with just a slim chance of showers right at the end of our 10-day outlook. All right, time right now, 7:06. Had some trouble on I-10 this morning. With more on that, here's Johnny.
Yeah, the left two lanes are blocked at Bluebonnet on the westbound side. That's right opposite the interstate from Bluebonnet Park, which is the extension of Bluebonnet Mall of Louisiana. You can see the car upside down. The good news is no one was injured in that. Backups present your bad news. That's before Segan this morning going toward Bluebonnet. Again, kind of show you where that is located. You can kind of see some of these backups now almost to Highland. There's Segan, Bluebonnet, and the overturned vehicle is right in that area right there. And again, no one was injured. There's the overturned car, and the left and the next lane are blocked. You can get around it easily on this side, but fire and EMS have already left the scene. That's great news. That had potential to be a little more serious than that. 7:07, and it's the 9 News Now. We do it every weekday morning for you, kind of catch you up on some of the bigger headlines we covered this morning, and we go to the desk for that. And Liz Cohen, Matt Williams. Guys, morning.
Good morning to you, Johnny, and I promise Matt's head is there in the headlines. Just got blocked a little bit. We're going to work on that.
Got to pay for this thing.
Well, we're working
Right
on
there.
it. Working
Right
on
there.
that.
Starting you off though with a late night fire, right? And this is one at a Walmart in Baton Rouge, and I mean you can quite literally see the smoke and the flames behind here, Liz.
Yeah, actually, somebody sending this this video into us after posting it on X. You can see there behind the clothing section there. This is the Burbank Walmart. You can see flames. Look at that in the back of that store there. Well, the St. George Fire Department says that they're looking into this. Not exactly sure what could have started that fire at this point, but they say it happened sometime Sunday evening. So the investigation's ongoing. Have not heard about any injuries, but whenever you see flame, smoke, fires like that at your local grocery store, that's a lot to see.
It is. So we'll keep you updated here on the very latest in the investigation. Updating here, the investigation into a kidnapped and abducted 4-month-old child from Gonzales. Liz, this grabbed headlines from Louisiana to Colorado.
Yeah.
The want to let you know right now, the child is safe, and the person accused of kidnapping is now in custody.
And that's the grandmother there, the child's grandmother getting taken into custody at the Denver International Airport. As Matt mentioned, a lot of agencies involved. We first pushed this story out to you about Friday night, and we've been following it since. And Matt, this precious 4-month-old baby in the custody of Colorado Child Protective Services. Now, again, the child is claimed to be abducted from the mother who lives in Gonzales, and that's why it's a local story here, following the latest all the way into Colorado. At this point, working to get that grandmother extradited back into Louisiana to face those charges here, but this is an ongoing story.
Yeah, it was they left with the grandmother, they say, according to authorities, for like babysit, came home, and then everybody was just gone.
Yeah.
And then the search began, led them all the way, to your point, to DIA, so Denver International Airport. We'll keep you updated. Again, child expected to be reunited with mother pretty quickly here.
We're also following Callie's top story of the day, the special session all centering around crime. Now, this is one of Jeff Landry's promises on the campaign trail, how he said that he would handle crime. So here we go, a special session beginning today. And state lawmakers expected to gavel in right around noon today to tackle a number of things, including 24 agenda items.
It's thick. It's a thick agenda right now, and we've talked to a lot of experts in the know, Liz, and it looks like whatever the governor wants at this point, he may be able to muscle through. He's got a super. You don't even need a lot of muscle with a supermajority in both chambers. So, is it going to be, this is what I want, and then this is what happens? We'll see. But to your point, you got a couple dozen different agenda items on the docket. Limited time. You got a regular session right around the corner, so we'll see how fast they're able to get through this.
16 days. Capitol correspondent Chris Rosado will be there as they gavel in today. Also following this, hey, if you want to vote in the upcoming presidential preferential primary, well, keep in mind the deadline is this Wednesday to register in person or through the mail, or maybe you've gotten married since the last time you changed your name, or divorced. If your name changes, well, you need to make those changes by going in person to make those changes. And we're also keeping our eyes on this too.
Yeah, we just moved right on. Look, we got some time to register, but we only have a couple times to watch this. LSU Rural Life Museum, the Antiques Roadshow. Look, they know a good thing when they see it.
Yeah.
Right? They were over there last year at the Rural Life Museum, and they're like, oh my gosh, there's so much good stuff here. So much good stuff, in fact, that they're going to have 3 different episodes of the Antique Roadshow. The first one airs today, 7 o'clock. It's LPB.
It sure is. It'll be cool to see some of the things that they found here. We've got a lot of great collectors and collections items.
Sure.
So, curious to see. Keep your eyes on LPB tonight at 7 o'clock.
So that is happening tonight.
Yeah.
Something that's not happening today, I want to let you know about Baton Rouge Press Club. No Baton Rouge Press Club today. They'll be back at it next week. So just, if you make your way over there today, understand the doors aren't going to be open for you.
Yeah, they're going to be back next Monday there at Drusilla Place Catering. The guest speaker next Monday, that's going to be Insurance Commissioner Tim Temple. Again, today's meeting is canceled. They're going to pick back up next Monday. Not
canceled. Going to be a good day out there for a little bit of baseball. It was an interesting week, opening weekend for LSU baseball at the box, right? Good looking Friday, Saturday was the ice box, right? Sunday, it's literally a record time performance for runs. But it's 4 games for this opening weekend, so the Tigers will be back at it today.
They sure will. They're going up back there at the Alec Box Stadium. Johnny was actually there yesterday, catching some of that in the cold.
Saturday, cold.
Yeah.
Saturday's cold.
He
Sunday
was actually there. Look, hopefully some of that weather will be back today. It's a cold start today, but again, that sun is getting to work on us. Hopefully it'll be a nice day there at the box.
Also today, right? LSU women's basketball going on. Well, actually, you have Southern basketball as well. Games, men and women, over in Houston, taking on Texas Southern. But LSU women's basketball getting back at it. They've been on break-ish for Mardi Gras. I mean, it's never really a break. The practices, they were hard at it. They're getting ready. But Liz, we are coming down now the final stretch of the regular season. Just 5 games left. left in the regular season. That's it.
Tonight, part of that is what? Going up against Texas A&M, that college station?
Yeah.
So they're supposed to tip off 7 o'clock tonight?
6 o'clock on the SEC Network.
That's it.
And so, yeah, that's a good opportunity to kind of get things going here. Again, this is game number 5. We're on one hand. You can count on one hand now.
Okay.
The number of games left in the regular season. So Kim Mulkey, head coach, looking to get everybody kind of back in order. We'll see. Speaking of on the court, I know this happened over the weekend on Saturday, in fact, but why not talk about it? LSU men's basketball taking down number 11 South Carolina.
Come on.
You saw
How
that?
about it?
Yeah,
That was
and
so
we're
much
down
fun.
16 in that one too. Big comeback.
Exactly, huge comeback. So, and look, man, they've lost some tight games, some close
It's
games
been
where there's
tough.
like 1 or 2 possessions.
Yeah.
And so finally to have the coin, and for it to tip, and that was so much fun.
I saw it was their first win over a top 25 team on the road,
road.
since 2019. I think.
How about that?
Man.
Yeah, so like 5 years.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And
It's
they
supposed
got,
to
they got
keep you
Kentucky
going.
coming in this week. Was that Tuesday or Wednesday?
Ride that momentum, right? Exactly. Ride
Come
that
on.
momentum. Big Blue, take them down.
All right.
City, LSU won this weekend. It was awesome.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah,
track and field with some great performances.
gymnastics taking on Auburn.
My goodness,
It was a big
gymnastics.
weekend all around. I thought we might have seen Paul Skeens. He's dating Livy Dunn. We saw Dylan Cruz there at the Bucks this weekend. So I don't know. It's opening weekend for him. What, in Florida this Friday, Saturday?
Man, baseball is
Yeah.
definitely back. Major League Baseball gets started obviously a bit later
Yeah.
than the college ball. But yeah, looking forward to seeing some former Tigers make their move.
I know the gymnastics coach, Jay Clark, was saying after seeing huge crowd at the box
Yes.
opener Friday, which wasn't great weather,
Right.
and then it was something like 12,500
Again.
in the
Incredible.
PMAC
Yeah.
for gymnastics. I mean, yeah,
They
it's
sell it out
great.
because they're awesome.
It's a great show.
Yeah, they're
Let
awesome.
alone watching some incredible athletes
Yeah,
at play.
so much fun.
A good weekend all around.
So there you go. Yeah.
Doing great.
See,
doing great.
we should just do this from now on. We just
I like
sit here and
that.
talk
Yeah.
and chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you survived Saturday at the box, huh?
Boy, I got to tell you, gloves on your fingers were numb. It was so cold. Windy. It was
cold.
windy
Well, it
too.
was windy.
Yeah.
And you could watch the ball go
Just
like
die.
Veering
yeah.
off.
Oh yeah,
bet.
it was wild.
Wow.
But it felt great to be in the box.
Finally back to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
2 o'clock. First
Go
pitch today.
Tigers.
Okay, you can
I'm
be
sorry.
back out there.
Go Tigers!
There we go. Look at that.
Aggressive.
Energy. Carry that in the rest of the morning. A million more hours to go.
Increased body length, impressive performance, with the reliability and durability to drive on or off-road. The new 2024 Tundra is pure Toyota. Get great savings on your new Tundra right now at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill, a member of the Team Automotive Group.